Hi everyone, this is Professional High Priestess, and I'm just back with another Stay in Your Lane message. So let's get started with today's Stay in Your Lane, 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 hey, hey. I should begin with this. We're gonna get started here with the Stay in Your Lane. I want to say thank you everyone for likes, comments, share, subscribes. Patrons, tonight I will be doing the monthly hyperdimensional class, and we're going to be talking about the specific trisomies, aka negative DNA transcription processes that occur when you either tamper with spell work or have been impacted by spell work, psychic spying, unwanted telepathic communication, etc. It's going to be very interesting. Another thing that I want to tell you guys know is I put a bunch of codes on there, freebies, discounts, everything for my patrons for this month. And then there is the readings for this month. They're all up there. Warfare.io. You can find all that in the description box. It's basically different tools. It's energy work that you guys can basically invoke that are very strong from different societies that do not exist on this planet to help you with your finances, warfare, separation needs, etc. And I am going to put one on there for illusions backfiring today because a lot of you guys requested that after I did the whole illusion reading. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. If you go on my website, there's free samples of different books and works that we're putting out. So please go ahead and look into that. And that's really all I have to say. The next new systems class is actually coming up this Sunday, 12 to 5 p.m. It's a 5-hour class that teaches you all about the new system for reversals, removing spell work, blocking spell work, clearing yourself on all levels, changing your DNA, transforming your health, etc. It's a very, very good class. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's see what we have for today. Stay in your lane. 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 Hey, hey. Let's see messages that we have for the stay in your lane message for today. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, 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 ooh. And you got finances, so I see something about like an economic crash or some shit like that. What's going on? What's going on? That's that Marvin Gaye. Yeah, tell me what's going on. I really like that song. And you got prayer and affirmation. So it seems like somebody's begging, pleading, and praying on their knees because something done backfired. So I see economic crash and somebody's like coming up. I see because that's like on the systems level, because you know when we do the stay in your lanes, a bunch of shit comes up. But somebody now is I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Some spell was done on somebody to block them from seeing somebody playing with their money, starting shit with their finances or their resources. And I feel like with this that's come up with the purify or some astrological transit or some change in the air, I can feel it in the air. Somebody's coming to the realization like, oh, who's playing with my fucking money? Also, the government is putting chemicals in the air, so you guys don't see that this economic crash is actually very serious and it's worse than they actually predicted, but they're the only ones suffering, really, right? And then you got block cards. Something is being blocked here that the enemy's like, somebody was trying to block you from seeing something has come out. Elemental healing. Now, something that I'm seeing with this elemental healing is like your body is also an element. Your body is a party. I'm doing my little dance for you. So with this body, with this elemental healing, I feel like you guys are going to be going into deeper states of healing for the body. But I'm also seeing here too, with this elemental healing, somebody has gone into some type of work or some type of system and damaged themselves. I'm also seeing something about a construction site being dug up because somebody buried a body there. I'm also seeing something about somebody pouring like some type of chemical in the paint or the flooring or the epoxy, and that's causing like damages or that's bringing some type of energy around, but it's returning and somebody's getting sick. I see somebody was playing like magician or chemist in the kitchen, like mad scientist, and Bill Nye the Science Guy, like, and that shit backfired. Somebody was like here on some like ratchet Bill Nye fuckery, and it's backfiring. What messages do you have in the stay in your lane? Stay in your lane. 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 Hey, hey. You got sound right. And I'm seeing that what's happening here is like, you know, the radio puts out frequencies. I see that there's a specific technology that's being put out on the like different radio towers and even cell towers. So when you're listening to the music, hey, don't even trip. Don't even trip. I only hit once. That's still your trick. And I feel like what's happening right now is like you guys are listening to the song, like bumping your head, like, and there's like all kinds of alien frequencies and magic frequencies and spell frequencies in the sound. That's what I'm seeing here too. I'm also seeing some karmic, like, Let's listen to like light jazz music or some shit like that, and like playing like mind control frequencies or alien frequencies that they found on YouTube, but that they know for a fact are demonic. Because some of you guys have like a specific, like with the elemental healing and sound, your bodies are being attuned to frequencies like, I don't like that song, or I don't like that sound, or what is that? So some of you guys are more sensitive to noise pollution and shit like that. And you can feel like, I don't actually want to listen to that, or that's not a good meditation. Somebody here is like taking somebody like advantage of somebody, like, oh, they don't know about this yet, so let me go ahead and play. And I feel like somebody's gonna get their ass whooped. Wow. I feel like these karmics are like think that they're like Houdini. You see the mirror? Some of these karmics think that they're Houdini and like going into like nonsense and fuckery to like start chaos, and it's gonna backfire. Ooh, let's see what you have here. You got practitioner. I see somebody, and this is exactly what I was going to say with the block card. I see somebody going in court, getting their motions dismissed or blocked to like start shit, or fake ass feds trying to get subpoenas, or like somebody's trying to like get documents or start some shit with some documents or prolong something in court, and it's getting like shut down. But I'm also seeing here too with this finances, like the Most High is like, there's like a number sequence called the Guzunananaria, right? And it means as something's being created, I'm taking it away and putting it here. So the Most High is like initiating this energy in somebody's life as you continue to create more chaos and drama, but you also need food and money and stuff like that to survive. I'm taking that life force and I'm rerouting it back to the person that you're trying to take their energy from. Something here is like very vicious and lethal, basically, like how it's like a catch-22 and how it's karma. And I feel like somebody's hella mad because they try to drag you through hell and hot water and start a bunch of shit, and at the end of the day, they don't have, like, it's like a downturn here. I see that. This is also going to be the government. We spend so much money on mass incarceration, anti-abortion, starting shit, putting stuff in the water, dirtying up the air, manipulating people with TV and BET Uncut and a whole bunch of other shit that now we don't even have any fucking money to like scam and launder funds and do a whole bunch of bullshit. Oh, well, sister, that's done. Right. I just see drama here. And I see like people getting exposed. Right. I see, ooh, you want to know something? Hell nah. When you guys need to be careful, like, so one thing I see is like, you need to be careful because I see some karmic with like trying to be more spiritual around your masculine and like a crystal dildo. That's what I see, like a crystal dildo, because they have them in like selenite, which actually is not good. That can be an atheroid. Selenite, obsidian, like rose quartz. I see this karmic like putting that in her yoni. I told you that the pussy tricks are gonna go deeper. I'm like, oh, if I do this, it'll like wow and beguile him, and like boiling it first. Like if it can get hot and charged, like some stupid like real delusional ass like science project going on here. But I want to tell you something. This karmic has gotten a crystal that wasn't probably a crystal, because there's fake crystals, or the crystal was rough, or the crystal was, there's like a specific sealant used on the crystal, and it's like seeping into our body, or this can be you. But another thing I'm seeing here is like this karmic could have given you a crystal wand or left a crystal wand around you, and she used it in her pussy. And that's hella dirty. And just to be like, yeah, you're always going to be around me. Like some like delusional shit like that is going on. You got false person at the bottom of the deck. Another thing I'm going to see here is like some like ratchet or karmic or somebody that's not from the bloodline wants to go sell crystals, and like they're poisoning people. Like, oh, crystal cup. Oh, crystal juice. And like, that's not real crystals. You cook something up in your kitchen or some shit like that. Also, some of these crystals were missing. Somebody has crystals. You got a official person here. Some of these crystals were missing and they found them. Somebody's getting caught up here. Ooh. I feel like somebody used to wear like an amulet around their chest, like because you know how they do like wrap crystals and something like that. I feel like there's like somebody may have gotten killed or kidnapped or something like that, and like their crystal amulet is like telling or like bringing the clues closer, or somebody's wearing the amulet of somebody that they robbed, and like, okay, that's hella like, you're broke. What the fuck? Clarify, purify. That's not what that's for. But you can get curses. Yeah, you got the community card. That's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody just realized that somebody was just stealing a whole bunch of money from them and a whole bunch of shit from them. I see a masculine here, like beating the brakes off a karmic. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not promoting domestic violence, but I see a karmic here that was like messy with it. Like, oh, I'm coming over to your house to fuck, and as I'm leaving, and I'm pressed all against your vanity. I'm like taking all your watches, or as you take a break to go pee, I run into your like closet, because it's right by the bed, and like open your safe and like put $1,000 in my bag. Or as you go downstairs to get more alcohol or some shit like that. Some karmic is like slick. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Ow, with the great fortune. Right. But I also see that this can be like a karmic masculine that deserved it. And he's crying because he could be broke. You can't deny it. You can't stop crying. Somebody's broke. Right. Right. I'm also seeing something. Okay. So, oh shit. Toil and labor. Right. Because I see somebody broke. I see a masculine going from rags to riches instantly. That's what you get. 25 finances. What is this? You got message of concern, right? Somebody. Ooh. I'm also seeing here with the block card and the finances message of concern. Somebody that gets their money. Ooh. Ooh shit. Now this is the thing here. There's rats and snitches. There we go. There's people that I gotta get at how I live. The government set up like this underground economy. You have a side hustle. You sell whatever on Etsy and shit like that. There's that. Also, some bitch is selling waist beads and she knows that they made out of cursed crystals, or she like meditated into the plastic beads or soaked them in some type of chemical and was like selling them different places. She's a karmic. Get this bitch together. Be careful with that. Cleanse your beads, soak them, the whole nine. There's also a ratchet bitch. You gotta be careful who makes your waist beads because that's actually a spiritual thing. The waist beads in certain places, that means I'm training to be a high priestess. That means I'm not yet mated. That means that I have its mate, and this is where we are in our mating stage. This means that I've had children already. They mean different things, and a lot of these bitches don't know that. They just means like, oh, purity, and I'm twerking, and oh, sexy, and shit like that. Be careful who makes your waist beads, because some of these bitches are dirty spiritually, and what they're basically doing. And what they're basically doing is like breeding their dirty ass energy into those beats. And I see a bitch purposely doing that, like, haha, that's why you got bad luck. Haha, that's why you got polycystic ovarian syndrome. That's what I'm seeing here. Now with the finances in the block, get it how you live. That's big coming up here. I feel like karmics are getting sneakier. Sneakier. Oh, I'm using copper. I'm gonna charge it with negative energy because copper is a superconductor, right? And I'm gonna put I'm gonna wrap the spiral the wrong way. Be careful when you get stuff like that from. There's some of you guys that do that, and you're listening like, thank you. Now I know what to do to clean myself up. Other bitches are gonna watch this and get mad and start a bunch of shit because you got exposed. Fuck you. So now, with the finances and the block and the concern card, right, right. Right. And what I'm seeing here too is a karmic has meditated a piece of a masculine soul into a crystal. And you can do shit like that. It's very demonic. People do shit like that. I can't even, I'm gonna go into it in a little bit too with the sound because I feel like something's gonna come up here with like radio, CDs, tracks, online MP4s and shit like that, capturing people's soul and voice and playing like that. Yes, yes, people can do that. Especially these white aliens, because then guess what? They connect you to a server, and then your voice has energy and power in it, right? Like when you listen to certain songs, they make you dance, shit like that, right? And then they're powering up a whole bunch of fuckery and bullshit off your soul, off your energy. Oh, okay. So now, one of the things that I'm seeing here with the finances in the block, message of concern, somebody's a rat, somebody sold out hella people, snitched on hella people, got hella people put in jail, all bunch of shit. It reminds me of that nigga from New York, excuse my language, his name was like Mano or something, and he got shot and killed because he was a snitch for the feds in like the Afro Latino community, and he got a bunch of money and was living good off snitching on people and hella people on Rikers because of his ass, and he got shot and killed. I feel like there's a masculine like or a karmic ass woman that's like that, stealing from artists and stuff like that. And that's how she pays her bills. And guess what? She got a rejection letter. I don't care how you make your money. I don't care if you're paying your rent on time. I don't want it. I don't care if you're paying your car note on time. I don't want it. Somebody's home mortgage is getting revoked. Somebody's like lease for their business or their building is getting revoked. So even software that they use or hardware, whatever the fuck that it is that they use is like getting revoked. I don't care if you're paying your bill on time for like whatever tool that you use for this. We don't want your money. Give us our machine back. We don't want to be involved in any of it. Something like that is happening to a karmic. And it's like the Most High is like placing restrictions on them in every single place for them to realize it's going that deep. It's going that far. That's what I'm seeing right here. Now with this elemental healing and this sound, this can be a masculine crystal that a karmic took and she is like hiding it in her yoni and like trying to like pull him in like that because the crystals are alive. There's some like ratchet shit going on here in like the fake spiritual whole community, and it's like delusional. It's like somebody is like not equipped for this. But the funny thing is, they're not doing it. It's some bitch in space. It's the enemy of you, the enemy of your masculine watching this and then like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this and that. It's like some shit, yes. It's some fuckery that's going on where like some karmic is like using this and this and this and that to like keep your masculine binded and keep his mind in like a fucked up like way. That's what I'm seeing here with the elemental healing and the sound and shit like that too. But the funny thing is, when these karmics find mind to even do that, they're being ran by a demon anyway. It's like, oh, by like some bitch that lives on your masculine's planet or your planet, and or your brother or your sister or whatever, and they're telling some karmic, oh, go over there and do A, B, C, and D. And then the karmic finds mind to like, let me come start some shit and don't even know what they're doing, but just some bitch in space instructed them. And like then what happens is the karmic goes in space, finds a specific geometric pattern, then binds the karmic and your masculine to that geometric pattern through the pattern of their blood, which is a hexagon, and then starts a bunch of drama. So I feel like some masculine needs to like, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type of shit. Like go find all his pieces and like bring them back together. He needs to remember himself. That's what I'm saying. Right. Right. He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it snatched. And so he wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it snatched. And so he wanna dive in it. He wanna dive. And when I heard that song, I was like, "Oh, there's something very demonic about this." Okay. All this soul snatching, you better be careful because Sobeka's coming to snatch some edges, or some Akasha, or some lives, or some Ka. Okay. Right, or some planets, because it's really going to get that deep. Well, if it gets like that, then it gets like that. Now, something that I'm seeing here is on the etheric level, like for the Galactic Federation, some bitches playing games with this whole vinyl fuckery, because you guys don't know that. A lot of, you guys see like black and brown artists and stuff like that, like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Remember I used to do vinyl nights? Do you know that that was actually orchestrated by some ratchet-ass nigga in space? You can trap a piece of their soul on the vinyl because it's actually made out of carbon. So then what ended up happening is whole layers of their soul and different levels of their body, like their astral body, their mental body, their psychic body, were getting ripped into those vinyls, right? And then they had a storage collection in space of all those fucking vinyls. So whenever they wanted to use their energy and ritual, they just take the vinyl, boom, put it in some contraption or some spell work, and then there you go. So that's why you see people like Teddy Pendergrass that fell off. You see whole federations or whole generations of like artists falling the fuck off. They did it with CDs too, just digitized. They're doing it with MP4s too. Okay. Be careful. And this is all you need to really learn how to do is like seal yourself, seal your soul, right? Trap soul, like literally, right? Yeah, they played with him too. How does it sound? And now one thing that you guys are also going to learn here with this sound fuckery is listening to it on vinyl versus CD versus live versus MP4 and the type of MP4, because you guys don't know there's different type of MP3, sorry. And that's how you're going to see the difference in this. Why does it sound different? These are things I got to say to you. That type of shit, you're going to see that. Right. Right. That's what I'm seeing right here. Clarify sound. Ooh, shit. You got bad health. Right. Right. Now, something that I'm also going to see, something here with the sound and the bad health. This is what I was talking about, like with somebody playing games. But another thing here too is somebody's mouth is like turning back to bite them. It's like somebody that's hella toxic. Let's say, for instance, you went through a lot of verbal abuse and shit like that, or somebody that likes to do that. I see that backfiring on somebody. There's a specific akasha that's created when you misuse and abuse any aspect of sound. And I feel like somebody's like really suffering right now because they did that. And this is also somebody that's putting like alien frequencies or control frequencies in their music, so you keep on listening to it, or putting spells on their song, like energy harvesting. It is. Oh, I love this song. Keep listening, keep listening, keep listening. The next thing you know, boom, like you're like mentally like trapped in some place, and there's like a whole body for you over there, right? I feel like somebody's getting hella sick because they know what they're doing. Clarify elemental healing. Yeah, you got the coffin card. Woo. Clarify practitioner. Yeah, you got the family room. I see a ooh and despair and courthouse. Ooh, I feel like somebody does not know. Oh shit! With the practitioner, somebody has charges. They say my whole hood got it under investigation. Now I feel like this is like a message for tarot line with the stay in your lane. A lot of you hosts have been causing hella drama with these tarot cards and like getting in people's business that you have no business like even being in. What happens is these bitches are not actually. They don't have a divination akasha. Some of them. There's Tarot by Tori, she has a divination akasha. What's her name? Spiritual Sag, she has a divination akasha. Spiritual OG, despite my differences with her, she has a divination akasha too. That's why they got attacked like that. Now, there's a public divination akasha too, right? Like for doing readings for the public, because some people misuse and abuse their position or misuse and abuse their gifts in the public and start shit. Like these hoes getting people killed with their channel. You bitches are actually like getting it like charges and indictments. It's coming down the pipeline. With the family room here, I see somebody getting jumped for running their mouth or like getting pulled into like an intervention. You need to get off YouTube, or you're starting too much shit. Or somebody causing drama for like a group of people, like a federation or a gang or a society, and them getting caught the fuck up. Like, what did you say in that reading? and somebody's gonna get caught the fuck up here. So if that's you, be careful. But another thing I'm seeing here too is somebody wants to go pay a practitioner to start some shit, and now it's backfiring because something about like documents they didn't know was gonna get subpoenaed in court. It's like showing everything with paying practitioners and starting a whole bunch of shit. It's like some karmic was like trying to get money out of your masculine in court, like alimony, but paying a witchcraft doctor, and the judge is like, this is very questionable. Or some masculine trying to like get out of paying alimony and paying for death rituals. Or it's like somebody trying to get out of paying for child support and then paying for death rituals on the baby. Like, I feel like that's going to come out right here. And the practitioner is going to end up going to jail. I see that. I see some karmic like try to put like a crystal around your child because like maybe you and your masculine are co-parenting. And I see that backfiring and killing that bitch. Wow. This crystal's like, because I'm killing you hoes. Right. All right. Hate it, love it, but you broke hoes don't talk, literally. Hella messy. Right. Right. Show and tell, just a game I play when I want to say I love you. All those songs. Can you imagine them playing games like that? You need your ass whooped. Real talk. Who's that lady on this vinyl? And you don't even know it. Like, you're seeing shit in the dream state and like a whole bunch of fuckery is going on. They were involved in a bunch of drama. So let me see. Purify. A sexy lady, drive me crazy, drive me wild. And a man said, you're contagious, touch me, baby, drive me wild. You need to be careful because some of you guys, you hot pussy little girls or grown women, both, or you hot pussy little hot pee-pee little boys or men, you need to be careful. You're contagious, touch me, baby, give me what you got. I basically see where somebody like gets carried away, is swept up in the moment, and you start like literally being involved in like playing with motherfuckers that are in the body of somebody else that like you're attracted to. So it's like you're like mating with the whole demon. Like, I know you're a federation, or I'm like millions of years old, but I'm gonna mess with you. I see like some shit like that going on, like real talk. And I see like somebody like really like picking up STDs, and I see like some type of like breakout or contagion disrupting the entire like government or some shit like that because everyone got like some type of disease or some shit like that. I see some karmics are being used as a vessel to like give birth to karmic children with the 5 of Pentacles here. I see there's a specific type of spell. Oh no, it's not even a spell, it's a type of karma that you initiate. And this karma turns into a type of DNA transcription process, right? So it's like it's called the Zigra Duana Sikra Eduasana Tuanatrir. And that's basically like all the garbage and muck that you put out into other people's lives and into your group and into your culture, you will then end up having to process that in the form of giving birth to it physically. Yes. So in space, you guys don't know that there's whole planets filled with like broke holes, dirty holes, category holes, play with spell work holes, indigenous holes, and they're pregnant with like demons. And these are the demons that they try to put out into other people's life, and they have to give birth to them physically. Like, oh no, oh yes. And I feel like there's somebody going through that now because they wanted to play games with reproduction. Give me what you got. And again, with the Justice card and the 4 of Pentacles, which is major expenses. Somebody getting caught up here in court. Ooh, they say my whole hood got it under investigation. You know, I talk that slick talk, that lick talk. You know, I talk the slick talk, that lick talk. 100 million cash, fuck the feds. Where'd you get all this money from? Message of concern. Somebody doing messy shit on the low and causing drama for a bunch of people, and then them having to explain where that money came from and wishing that they never had it. I wish I wasn't a greedy bitch caught up with tainted money. It just ain't fair the way the feds chase me like I don't pay taxes because I don't. Wasted my time setting up my hood and I got my ass beat. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Wait, hold on. Remix. Right. You know how they play with the turntable? Oh. Clarify, purify. Clarify, purify. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, and the Moon, because some masculine has literally been like in a portal. I am in the Matrix and I just took the blue pill. Some masculine is in the Matrix, and you want to know something? That whole red pill, blue pill shit, you got to be careful with that because there's several pills. But some masculine literally like like thought that some karmic was like, this is a new adventure. This is like life. Because you know how some stupid motherfuckers get wrapped up with pussy or money or messy shit or new adventures and shit like that, but forget like life. That's like a type of schizophrenia, right? Or psychosis. And some masculine got wrapped up in something, or some feminine got wrapped up in something with the moon card, illusions, and altered states of consciousness and physical being, right? And now what I'm seeing here is some karmic pulled him into a portal with Yoni or Gregi Duhana and nonsense and fuckery. And by the time he wakes up, like, where's all my shit? With the Five of Pentacles. But I see some karmic getting like really hit up though with the Ten of Swords. So I don't really know who that's for, but handle your business. Ooh-wee. I see some karmic trying to make her way out. I'll go see him one more time before I like leave the state or city and tell him I'm getting her ass whooped or like going missing. Ooh, that's wild. You know I get wild, wild, wild. I don't know if I can take it. With the Ten of Swords. Okay. Kitty, kitty, baby, put that thing to rest. Ooh, because you done beat it like a 68 jet. Ooh. Ooh, that's messy. What's the finances? What's the message of concern and block? What's the message of concern and block? I can't stand you guys on here. Do you know that? I was gone for 6 months and I'm back and it's y'all still doing the same fuckery. But it's really kind of gone to the next level. So clarify finances and message of concern. You got the Knight of Swords. Oh no, and the Ace of Swords. Ooh. Right, and this is somebody getting cussed the fuck out, or with the Knight of Swords, or clarity of truth coming out, or a big ass like argument. Or I'm also seeing somebody like some masculine is hella delusional, and like his whole thing was to set out to destroy a feminine energy. So I'm gonna marry you, but like I'm gonna be siphoning out like your money every month, or let's get together and buy a house, but I'm gonna be taking my part of the mortgage and putting it here and then hiding the bills from you. Like somebody set out to like destroy somebody and start some shit, but that on one hand that's somebody's karma. On another hand, somebody's getting karma for that now. On another hand, there's some of you guys that were like taken for granted. Spell work was done on you. I see somebody waking up like, you put me under spells to get into this marriage. You did this and you did that. With the Purify and the community card, there's also somebody getting vindicated here for some bullshit that got started. Knight of Swords, screenshots, messages, videos, confessions. I have to say something about Derek Jackson. You guys know I don't really talk about shit like that on my channel, but I have to say this. With the elemental healing and the coffin card, the wife that he's with put period blood in his food, bad health. All kinds of spell work, playing games with those AKAs and deltas, those sorority hoes, because they're also category hoes. And she was mad that he went off and did his own thing because he's like a relationship coach online. He has a mate. She knew that because she knows who the lady is, was doing spell work on her, tried to have her killed. She was in the hospital several times, got lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, not even 30 yet. And so he just found mine one day. God was like, you need to go be with your mate. You have an agreement with her in the physical. That's nothing. You are with your mate in the spiritual on several levels in the spiritual with the Purify card here. So what ended up happening was he didn't really understand what was going on, and she was doing hella shit to him, hella spell work. So he was with his mate. He wasn't philandering with hella bitches all around. She knew what she was doing the whole time. And the funny thing is, one of those kids, he has 2 kids with her. One of them kids is not his. It all came out. So I just have to say that because that started in space. They were using spell work to amp up the drama and make her seem like, oh, what was me? I'm a poor wife. She's hella ugly. She's hella messy. She's like one of those stupid bitches that come to work acting like they're nice and sweet with glasses on and shit like that, but be starting a world of shit behind the scenes, like, and coming to the meeting like, oh, I didn't know, or like trying to throw you under the bus, or hella passive aggressive and shit like that. So I just have to vindicate him. She was playing with spell work. He's with his mate, and oh well. Well, can he get a divorce? Yeah, I'll kill myself. I'll drown your baby right in front of him, holding the baby's head under the sink, hot water. Why are you doing that? I'm just gonna let you know that if you leave, this what's gonna end up happening. Right. I'm gonna ruin your channel. I'm gonna ruin your reputation. Oh, okay. But he has an Akasha for healing men. So now look. Now you look goofy. So I just had to say that. Oh well. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Oh my God. 3 of Pentacles teaming up with stupid category hoes, starting shit. This me, goofy bitch. Let's get the AKAs because I'm part of that sorority, and the deltas, goofy doodle good on that hoes. 10 of Cups, a whole group of us to 9 of Cups. Oh, put blood in his food. Can you do the spell for me? All y'all get candles because he may end up on Oprah one day and a whole bunch of shit. Bitches were instructing her. I can get you a book deal. Talk to Mina Harris. Come get this. Come get that to start a bunch of shit. Join all the women's groups. Come and cry and do a bunch of shit. Ooh, I can't let him know that this is not his child, and I've been fucking on a bunch of niggas in the hood anyways. That's starting shit with his hood. Oh, okay. Oh, and I see something like that coming out right now. Some masculine, like, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You were here to betray me and start shit with my hood. Right, with the 10 of Swords. And the Five of Pentacles, you were here to reduce my bloodline from the Ten of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. Right. Because the karmic is singing from beginning to end, 365 days in a year. I'm here to start shit with you, baby. Ooh, because all I want to do is start chaos with you. I don't give a fuck about love. That's what the karmic is singing. That's, Anita Baker. Okay. So, anyways, a bunch of drama and chaos is getting started here because a lot of these karmics are getting exposed for their ulterior motives with these feminines and masculines. Oh well, it has to be exposed at several levels of the bullshit and the fuckery. Now, what's happening here though with this purify card? Everyone's getting hip to the game. There's an extra layer of this warfare. Okay, and the karmic knows who's running her. She knows her federation, category holes, and starting shit. So, well, there's more to that. I'm not even gonna really go into that. I'm not with the Ten of Swords, DNA damage. I see a whole group of people that were playing with spy magic or like playing with like candle work or graveyard dirt, getting a trisomy. Trisomy is basically a debilitated DNA transcription process. So instead of it, your cells will replicate every hour on the hour to then produce this organ to produce these functions. It will say these cells will not reproduce. It will reproduce this instead. And instead of reproducing cells, it will reproduce bacteria or it will reproduce toxins or it will reproduce that. So that's happening to some karmic. And she's blaming you or reversals or some shit like that. Well, you live by the candle, you die by the candle, literally. So some karmic is like seeing I'm really fragile. My life wasn't that big in the grand scheme of things playing with this spell work. No, it wasn't. What the fuck? You thought candles and graveyard dirt were going to stop my purpose. And someone is here is like realizing that? Wow, that's messy. Woo! They want to see me on my satellite. Get rent. Sit up on my satellite. Now, speaking of satellites and shit like that, I feel like somebody needs to stop like sleeping by electronics or certain things like that because you're emitting like frequencies. It's like going to the next level. But I'm also seeing here too with the sound of the bad health. There's some type of thing that the government is playing with, like emitting frequencies or chemicals or some shit like that. They're starting some shit, and it's like killing hella plants, destroying medicines, destroying like gas and oil. That's why gas is so expensive. It's just destroying a bunch of shit. And I see people like mobbing on these people and like dragging them out of their house and like slaughtering them. Like I see some Handmaid's Tale in the reverse, but like we gonna be all right. Like everyone mobbing on the White House, but like we cool. We got all the money. You don't got shit, but you just gotta go. I see some shit like that happening. Anyways, let's continue. And when I wake up, I realize I'm going for the pay cut. Right. Let me tell you about my life. Right. And I see a bunch of people that were made sick by some bullshit or some karmic has initiated something here and it's backfiring. Basically, I feel like your masculine's getting sick, you're getting your ass whooped and putting out my house. You got sick feminine by some karmic, that's it for her. She's finally getting her ass whooped. You have to leave your job or some shit like that. It's like somebody that tried to cause an ill condition for you, running their mouth, sound, or starting shit, or trying to invoke some type of negative frequency, force, movement, really amplifying something, tampering with your system. It's gonna get like hit like real bad. She got hit with that stick and it didn't quit. She's about to get hit with something. That's what I'm seeing. He or she, whatever. Niggas can be bitches too. Oh, wow. That's another thing that I'm seeing here. It's like there's like some like thing that people are like selling behind the scenes with the Ten of Swords. That's surgery. I feel like somebody's like, oh, if you come and get this new procedure, we'll like inject like 4 or 5 like ovaries in you and let's see if you can like reproduce or some shit like that with the 5 pentacles. It's like something that's like abnormal here. Because even if you see this, looks like a uterus, right? Like you got the 2 ovaries and then the 2 snakes right here representing the fallopian tubes. And then that's like the cervix going out. But I feel like there's something like demonic happening here in science where they're trying to like turn men into women or you got the X right there. I told you guys this before. They're trying to create like a new gender or create some type of imbalance or create some type of like atrocity. And it ain't to come to fruition. I feel like somebody's like really trying here. And then they want you to like buy it through like Tumblr activism or Instagram activism or Facebook activism. Nah. I can't pay for gas. So I don't really care about having 6 pussies. Seeing. Okay. Clarify bad health and sound. Horrifying. You got the 8 of Cups, yeah. And judgment. Ooh wee. Right. And this again with this somebody also is getting truth, sound, right? Talking, communication, and bad health. Somebody has found out the truth, judgment, and the 8 of Cups. Somebody has to walk away. I'm going to remember you. You going to remember me. Somebody here has to walk away because finally, for the last time, they finally got that 10 of Swords that they've been looking for, and it's harsh. But I feel like it's been coming, though. Or this can be you. You finally communicating to somebody with the stay in your lane that it's done, it's over. Or judgment, somebody's getting fired. Or this can also be, too, like some type of like, with the sound and judgment. This can be royalties. Ooh, shit. Oh, I feel like somebody's about to get like hit with like some lawsuits about royalties here, playing with royalties, or like them skewing the data or the metrics for royalties. There's like this specific tool. You guys ever seen the stock market, right? And how there's like a ticker and it goes up and down and up and down. Do you know that these stupid ass motherfuckers were trying to compete with my baby daddy? Oh, new technology. And they went on LinkedIn and exposed, oh, you can upload a spreadsheet and just change the numbers. And in real time, you'll get a different ticker. So a lot of the royalties, a lot of the YouTube AdSense monetization, a lot of like Spotify, Apple Music, all that type of stuff, movies, Netflix, they've been using that technology behind the scene to like edit shit so they don't have to pay people properly. And somebody's gonna get hit with this. Right. So for some of my artists and musicians, I'm also seeing somebody leaving like a group of musicians or artists or collective and going off on their own and doing well with it. I see too that somebody's music or artistry has been stifled by being a part of a group. Right. She just left me for my artistry. I see some karmic literally like getting up under some masculine just so she can drain him of his artistry and his creative gifts and power. And that's was her whole purpose. She knew that. Oh, if he keeps on fucking me, then I'm gonna get that energy. He ain't gonna be left with shit. Yeah. Because this karmic is really goofy. I just saw the Queen of Wands. So all this hot pocket pussy and dominoes hot and ready, like let that be it. Real talk. Yeah, because you don't want like your dreams to go to like a graveyard. What's the coffin and elemental healing? I see somebody playing with graveyard dirt, literally mixing that with like crystals, and I'm gonna mash up like somebody like made some concoction, put crystals in there, which is a really bad fucking move, or put some other type of plant in there that was not for that purpose and it getting inverted on them. And I see somebody literally getting dragged spiritually and even like physically to the graveyard that they want to go get dirt from. Oh hell nah. Oh, I'm not even gonna really, because I see the Ten of Swords and the coffin card. I see somebody playing with graveyard dirt and then them literally getting dragged to that graveyard and them having like a plot there, or them like stuck there spiritually. Well, yeah. And even the graveyard, like you can't stay here, but I mean, bitch, you're here, so stay. Now you're here. What's the coffin card? Elemental healing. You got the sun card. Oh, vitality. Right. Vitality. And then with the sun card and the elemental healing, this is also what I was talking about with the sex energy too. Putting like different crystals and shit like that in her. You don't need to play games. You masculines need to be on your P's and Q's. I'm sorry. If a lot of you guys like have money, cars, and clothes, and those, you know, I live in the mix, so you live that fast lifestyle. But there's nothing like having a wife. There's nothing like having a mate. There's nothing like waking up to a solid person that, oh, we have all this like dope ass ways to like have different existences. Like there's nothing like that, right? Because you have your mate and then she has different versions of yourself. So when she gets on your nerves, you can go to another one, right? Or when he gets on your nerves, you can just like play with the other aspect of him, right? And there's nothing like that. But then you guys got like 16 different bitches bringing trisomies because there's certain types of DNA transcription processes that are debilitated, that are created when you sleep with certain federations, when you perform certain type of sex, or when you have sex under certain type of astrological transits, or with certain chemicals around, or certain chemicals in your blood. So I feel like all this, I want to have different bitches, and I got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. It's like backfiring. And I see some masculine like losing his mate, or losing like his soulmate, or losing like somebody that he likes. Love of my life, you are my friend. Love of my life, no one can. Because you want to be in the Night of Wands. Out of here, gone soon. In and out of, run up in that like a crash dummy. That's the Night of Wands right there. If the Night of Wands is a song, it's bring it back. You can act, you can. Shawty got that ass. One cheek. Two cheeks, one cheek, both cheeks. And got a white girlfriend, she got no cheeks. And you need to be careful with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit, right? Because I'm going to tell you one thing, because something's going to come up with that. Now, you need to be careful with that bullshit, especially all you, I want to go travel and sleep with hoes. Because some of these bitches like got straight trisomies and will destroy your life just by sticking your gratuswana in them, or putting a gratuswana uchiwali on them. And that song just came up. You ain't really rich, you a tourist. Be careful, because some of these bitches are running around your hood talking about some, yeah, I'm from here, da-da-da-da. You ain't really rich, you a tourist. Only fantos. Or they were sent to set you up. Or if they don't know about you physically, like in the material realm, they know about you spiritually, and there's a demon running them to destroy you. Be careful. Be real fucking careful. Right, exactly. Please clean that shit up immediately and separate your blood and your energy, and I don't want to hear that again. Right. And this is what they're playing with every time. Right. Drama. Here. Right. Be careful with that. And I see somebody losing their mate, or I see a karmic trying really hard to create orchestrations. I see two scorned lovers getting back together, though, with the courthouse and the practitioner. I see a karmic being removed and put into incarceration so two people can come together, right? I see their families even talking. This can be OVO Mark, Wagwan. This can be OVO Mark and his girlfriend, High Priestess Swananiner, aka the High Priestess, who's about warfare, but also very sweet. She watches my channel. And how Stephanie Smith, that stupid goofy bitch, was putting hella spell work on Mark, got him set up in shit, orchestrated somebody's death, and was like, if you don't sleep with me and don't fuck with me, I'm gonna tell the police. So basically holding him hostage with a despair card, try to break them up, constantly putting blood in his food, like going so as far as like having hella rituals done on him. Oh, there's a party, let me put this in his drink. Using like sex videos from a long time ago before he got with his girlfriend to hold him hostage. Like, it still looks like me, it still looks current, like telling his business, doing a bunch of shit to break them up, and guess what? They still love each other. And yes, they're mates. So all this Toronto, like real talk Toronto, I had to vindicate them too, because some people are like, you're stupid, why are you back with him? Da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot that went into that, and you know how that bitch plays games. Because look at her, she doesn't even have her kids. So even if her don't want to be around her, that's obviously a toxic bitch. And you guys already heard about that whole and the funny thing is that Three of Pentacles came out with the pussy right here, the Five of Pentacles. You guys heard about that whole jar of oil that she uses, like that snake oil. They went somewhere, bought a snake, tortured it, killed it, and soaked it in oil, so that energy and that venom and shit like that is in like conflict spells. And Aubrey Drake took a picture of that and is sending that around Toronto, which is why she got her ass whipped the first time. So I'm gonna keep it hella real. You guys, that's none of your business, but just know that she went really far to start a bunch of shit and try to bring like death to the sun. Right? Nah, it ain't fit to happen. So I just wanted to vindicate that and let that stop, because it's starting too much shit, too much drama and chaos getting started. And the whole entire point of it was to create like a gang beef because of the because of like where you guys are from in regards to like homegrown Torontons, Caribbeans, Africans, even some of the Arab community that's in that place, some of the French community, da 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 da. You guys already know the whole deal. That was the whole entire point. Like, and this is like this stupid shit that I'm seeing on the table here with, if I can't have what I want, then everyone's gonna have to suffer. That's backfiring with the stay in your lane. Somebody should have stayed in their lane though, right? Because I see like somebody trying to make a whole bunch of people suffer in order for them to get shit, and that's not happening. Or this could be happening in your hood too with your masculine. But there's a thing too here too. There's a thing here too. You guys need to get your shit together. Thank you. Yes. Right. You guys need to get your shit together. Playing games. You got the world card. The cycle of Saturn over. Yeah. On my own, on the run. I'm also seeing something about a car, tracking devices on a car, or investigator following a car, following a karmic. Right. With the Queen of Wands, because the King of Swords is also an investigator. Right. And then I see Six of Wands, something with social media coming out here and like dismantling somebody's alibi. Oh shit. I see something really going down here. Right. And I saw the star card that came in reverse. That's like medical malpractice, a sociopath, somebody that like gets a mad scientist or some shit like that. Their like star functions are inverted. Like they're delusional, like just by nature. Because I'm naughty by nature, not because I hate you. Right. That's what the karmics are singing. I'm naughty by nature, not because I hate you. Like somebody also too with the stay in your lane. Somebody's like thinks that you should just be there to experience their bullshit. Like, and oh, we're friends, or it's funny. Like, I'm not sure. I think that somebody's delusional. You're confused, you know, you're delusional. Well, you're wasting my time. Right. So, anyways, Ten of Swords also too is like a specific type of psychological trisomy that occurs when you don't have a specific DNA transcription process that allows specific parts of the prefrontal cortex to form naturally. So some of these karmics, it's not really it ain't my fault, but it is because they know what they're doing, right? Because then that gives rise to another type of trisomy, which basically is trisomy number 684 that allows your DNA to be used as portals for specific nathoroids to be able to run your psychological processes. Thank you. So they know what they're doing. Clarified practitioner, courthouse, despair. You got the devil card, exactly. Right. Somebody coming through, something coming through in court. Somebody getting exposed in court. My baby mama's my ex-wife, her mom is starting shit in this whole custody battle, and I'm just trying to go off and live with my girlfriend. It's like somebody here is trying to stop a process of peace that's gonna come anyways, because that wheel cycle is gonna come and turn. Now, the one thing that this karmic has to decide is now the wheel's gonna turn, right? Days of our lives, as the wheel keeps turning, right? You're going to eventually be on some part of that wheel. When it's your turn to get on that wheel, because this is going to turn, do you want to just be like, kind of like above the wheel, like, okay, I'm just like going with the tides and going with the flow, or do you want to be on the bottom of that wheel and then that wheel gets stuck, all the spindles get broken, and it's like boom, boom, blam, and then you get put in quicksand. So some karmic has to make a decision here. And I feel like for some of you guys with the stay in your lane, when are they going to stop? When is it going to be this? God, it's unfortunate, but, and It's unfortunate, but for some of these karmics, they're going to have to be the ones to stop their fuckery because God is like, I'm watching all this, and you have a choice here because something here is like the more somebody keeps something going, the worse the punishments get. So for a lot of you guys, your karmics are gonna have to initiate stopping the gang stalking, leaving you alone and shit like that. You can do all the things that you want to do, but they have to initiate it because eventually what ends up happening is there is no more opportunity for them, and that's karma. And that's just to annihilate them, period. Because the more they keep something going, the more their DNA gets damaged, the more they're removed from the tree of life and put onto the tree of death where there's no resurrection there, no, not even reincarnation, and they end up having nothing. So some karmic is gonna have to like really come to a conclusion, like, what are you willing to do? Right. She's gonna have to come to that conclusion on her fucking own, and there's nothing you're gonna be able to do. Your masculine's gonna have to come to a conclusion on his own. There's only so much you guys can do with the sun card here, because then eventually, what that takes away from your process. Man, instead of me exposing this and doing this and this and that, let me go over here. And I feel like for some of you guys with the staying your lane, you did that, and something's coming up right at the perfect moment and putting an end to every fucking thing. I feel like there's gonna be a major explosion with a culmination of an event here, like literally. Another thing that's happening here, I'm seeing that there's going to be like another quote unquote terrorist event. It's not. It's a bunch of people that got their ass hit up with the moon card. They opened a portal, so something came out of that portal, and it's like hitting them up big time. So you're going to see a bunch of people. All of a sudden, why are all these CEOs committing suicide? All of a sudden, why are all these like tech guys from my city gone? San Francisco's empty. Do you know CNBC put out a report? There are 61,000 empty houses in San Francisco. San Francisco ain't that fucking big. I think that's all the houses that they do got. So they're all empty. And now something's going to end up coming out here where you're going to see some type of event and they're going to say it's one thing, but it was really another. Somebody initiated something and it's bringing 10 of swords in the moon, which is really fucking sick, right? And it's going to be like, they're going to say, oh, what was this? Oh, what was that? But people see the truth anyways, right? Like some karmic got fired from her job. She's going to be like, oh, it's because I got laid off. No, because I was starting shit at work. Something's going to end up happening where somebody gets exposed, but everybody knows. Oh, okay, but everybody knows, right? And it was by their own hand. And with the despair card and the devil, it's like somebody's trying to delude themselves, and the ace of swords, somebody's trying to delude themselves into like, oh, it happened because of this, not because of this. But I mean, honestly, you can't deny it. You can't stop crying. That's what I'm seeing in this Stay in Your Lane. I see a lot. I see like some experiment gone like left. Somebody's gonna have to finally realize like, oh, getting injections in my lips doesn't make me like melanated. Getting ass shots doesn't make me a black woman. Being like a queer man doesn't make me a black woman, right? Like, oh, I didn't know that I wasn't a black woman that's like 18 years old because I'm gay, like some shit like that, like delusional shit, like being exposed. Because there's like a lot of fuckery going on in the air, right? Oh, I didn't know that I was like not a guru just because I started wrapping crystals and shit like that and like running my mouth. It's like somebody's gonna have to, I didn't know that was a failed experiment. We'll try again. If first you can't succeed, first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can do it out and try again, try again. Speaking of, you guys don't know that Alia, she actually has one of her higher selves, aka like her other form that looks just like her. She's with the Sakra Ituasasanai people, aka like the people that invented the concept of electricity being captured in physical form. So they make a lot of things like generators and light bulbs and automatics and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons why they knocked down Aaliyah, because she was going to bring a lot about like clean energy. She's so smart and she's so intelligent. And she's talking a lot about clean energy, like hydroelectricity, floating like light poles and stuff like that, like new windmills. So me and her have been talking about some stuff, and she's been planning with some of my other higher selves in terms of like some of the architecture that she has for like smart cities and things like that. Yeah, Alia. Yeah. Okay, what if we have like these type of cars like that can like just run off this type of fuel? Like you can just fill up your gas tank with like a bottle of like vegetable oil and then put a couple things like this and then you got gas. So we've been talking about some stuff like that because there's gonna be a lot of changes. So I just want to tell you guys here that she's working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Sun card, we all got Leo placements. Hey, yeah, Armias is working on some stuff too with like sound right here too. Sound and judgments and like royalties and like people being able to get like their just due, and how do you get like monetized for your money in real time through different type of resources as well. So thank you, Armias, for doing that. They're working. We're still working. What the fuck? I'm working. I am. So let's continue. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Investments, procedures, rules and regulations, laws, and stuff like that. Aaliyah's very, very smart. I love her. She's like a big sister to me. Hey, sister. Hi, best friend. Hi. I got my bonnet on. Right. Yeah, you got the Hermit, the smartest one. The Hermit means the wisest one. There you go. Right. And she has a Virgo placement too. So, anyways, guys, just wanted to let you know about some of the advancements happening behind the scenes. Wait, what? Yeah, Eight of Wands, things moving quick. So instead of having all these electrical wires like for the telephone poles and stuff like that, it'll just be like conducted through like etheric like systems, like carbon basically. That's like a little bit visible, but really kind of not. There you go. Thank you. Hey, sister, best friend. Now let's see what messages do you have here. Ooh. Man, Four of Cups, and I saw that Two of Swords. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just gonna be hella real and this Nine of Wands and this Five of Swords. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now with this Four of Cups, somebody can't take rejection with the stay in your lane, but they caused it for themselves because they were doing too much with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like la di da di. I need a busybody. Nine of Wands is my busybody card. Somebody that just doesn't know when to stop. So with this Five of Swords, like somebody was constantly in that one-upmanship, starting shit, doing too fucking much. Yeah, and Aaliyah wanted me to tell you she's like really about the environment because she has a triple Earth placement, right? So she's Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, and Taurus Rising, right? Or has a Taurus placement, but she's really been talking about like new soil, creating green jobs, like a whole new economy. They're doing a lot of work in terms of getting people out of jail, like and getting them like really good jobs. The cannabis industry, yeah, she's still around. Like they're really doing a lot. Like even how do we create like a new type of like she's looking into like creating a new type of like a workforce development system for like the hood. Instead of you going to school or going to college where they don't even speak your language or understand you, why don't you come into this program, learn how to make like different household products, learn how to take care of plants, learn how to make things or even like generate things like psychedelic apples, right? That don't grow here, but you can like put these different things together and use this and this and that, and then you can make that. She's like looking into a lot of stuff like that. She just want to let you know she's really working for the hood because a lot of Detroit watches this. So specifically for Detroit, there's already talks going on. A lot of you guys know that because you know who her people are, and they're talking about like her some of the work that she's been doing because she's been downloading it to people and da 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 da. So I just want you guys to know there's a lot of good stuff happening behind the scenes. Okay, thank you. You got Justice card. There you go. So, anyways, I see, and I saw the Two of Swords. I see a psychiatric evaluation in the works for some karmic, or I see somebody getting 5150 because they don't know what to stop. I see somebody like really like getting exposed, like as a Mad Hatter with the Knight, with the King of Swords here too, and that Death card, right? Or I'm also seeing, ooh, I'm just gonna keep quiet about that. You guys better be careful. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street. I get mashed with those 2 2 3s. We're gonna be careful playing with people here, especially playing with people's money, playing with people's soul, right? He wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it snatched. And so he wanna dive in it. He wanna dive in it. Hella ratchet. And that karmic had Sisinobi set up in New Orleans. Because there's only one way. There can never be two, just like the shit that I was talking about. Right. Some people may not like that, but some people are like that. Like what I was talking about earlier with the gender. Just because you're queer doesn't make you a black woman. Some people really understand that. Yeah, like I'm a gay man. There's somebody watching this. I'm a queer man and I understand that. It's like really problematic. I don't know. There's some chemical in your food or somebody's stem cells in your food that's like twisting up your mind. Like Kylie Jenner. That's why when you look in the mirror, you think that you're robbing because you're playing with energy harvesting. There's something like that going on too. Like some type of illusion where like, oh, I'm actually not that person. Oh, you should have told me that. Like, wait, what? There's something like that going on too with the karmic. Like I see like somebody like not really like having it all there together. Like, oh, concern, right? Oh, you didn't false person, right? Oh, like you see how her face is like half covered, like, oh, I couldn't see myself properly in the mirror. Oh, like some illusion spell like went left, or some like glamour spell went left, or some shit like that. Like somebody is not who they say they are. One of these is not like the other. But it's like some real ratchet shit is going on here with like eye glamour and eye chemicals, right? And like I feel like somebody like some shit is like going hella left hella quickly. Something's going hella left hella quickly. Like I can't wait for sister to be here. We're gonna have so much fun. She's hella tiny. um that's what I'm seeing here. I'm like, and that could be like the 5150 or that Two of Swords. Like it gets so bad where they then create like two bodies. Like I feel like somebody was playing with some type of illusion work or some type of psychological like manipulation or game, and then it ended up backfiring and then creating a chasm in their consciousness. So like their right brain is one mind and their left brain is another mind, and like they feel like they're operating like as one person, but it's like several different like realities that they're living in all at once because they were playing with some shit like that. And this is the same thing. Like somebody is like injecting like the food with stem cells or somebody else's cells or chemicals or somebody's blood or some shit like that, and they got a whole bunch of people like you got me twisted over you. Like literally got somebody twisted. Like bent. All right. that's what I have for you guys with the stay in your lane. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this really helped. Bye. Snatch.